Hey, Sergeant Fitness here. Um, Another fitness made simple solution. Um, I'm going to do a series of posts and reviews of some military themed or military influenced books. Um, Copyright 1996. To the best of my knowledge, the first book to come out and start the whole Navy SEAL workout craze thing or theme thing. Um, and again, the whole point of this is simple solutions, minimal equipment. So, what you would need for this program is the book and some way to do pull-ups and push-ups. Now, don't let that scare you because there's ways to modify those things. I want to take, a rather aggressive, advanced program and show you how even a couch potato can start with it, modify it for them, and continue to use it and progress. Anyway, in this book, we get a little history about Navy SEALs, a little history about the author, Mark D. Liesel. You get nutrition guidance and sound stuff that you can follow. And you get 3 levels, a 3-level program. Now, right off the bat, even the beginning level could be too much for someone. And like I said, stuff can be modified and adapted. The first things you might want to do is do the beginning level, just do less than what's written, if you can handle the exercises or modified version. And don't worry, I'll do other posts on how to modify the exercises. Also, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a big swimmer. I enjoy swimming. Navy SEALs, of course, do a hell of a lot of swimming. And there's a swimming component in here. Right off the bat, I would drop that. I'd just take it out and not even worry about it. If you enjoy swimming, you can definitely incorporate it. And again, I want this to be made very simple and low tech and least amount of hassle. So, besides not liking swimming, you have to drive. I would have to drive to some location to swim. Now I'm eating up time. Everything else can be done at home, at a playground or somewhere around your house. If you were to get equipment, I would go with one of those doorway pull-up bars and a suspension trainer. I go with the Jungle Gym or Universal Strength apparatus. And of course, you can check those out on my blog, and there's links to them, or will be links to them in this post. The neat thing about that particular setup is that equipment enables someone to very easily adapt all the exercises to a beginning fitness level all the way to an advanced fitness level, right in your home, in a doorway, without drilling anything into the walls or into the wood. The doorway pull-up bar, just your own body weight holds it in place, and the Jungle Gym attaches to it. It's an awesome setup and very inexpensive investment, well worth considering. But again, don't want any barriers. It's not necessary. There's other things we can do. Like I say, we'll talk about that. So you got a 3-level program. Another thing that I would do is work like on a 3-day a week, 3 non-consecutive day a week cycle, or 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 2 days off. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, however you want to work it. And I would split the workouts. If you get the book and see the program, you know what I mean. I would do all the upper body stuff, pull-ups and push-ups on one day, and then I would do the running and all lower body calisthenics on another day. So an upper lower split. And then as far as abs go, I would put them on whichever day is the shorter workout. At least on the surface. I mean, personally, this is beyond the scope of this, but if I was putting together a program, I would just put together a whole circuit where I go like lower body, pulling, abs, pushing, and do that in a circuit. Then I get strength and cardio all together, but the program is not exactly set up that way. So just to make it easy for you, should you choose to get the book and follow the program, I would split them out like that. Now let's talk about running, because we talk about making this adaptable to any fitness level. Maybe you can't run. Maybe for you, getting off the couch and going walking right now is a big challenge. Then plug that into the running section. And for that, if it's convenient, you're near a high school where you can use their track, or sometimes a junior high school, that's a convenient way at first to start building your distance, because you can work on getting that first lap and then you work on your second lap. But if that's not convenient, get a little course around where you live and gradually, work up your distance at first. Once you get up to, I'd say, 1 to 2 mile time range, start working on covering it faster walking. Now in the running segment, there is interval training, and let me say, at least in the beginning levels, it does a real good job gradually building people up. So if you are able to run, you can definitely follow this beginning thing. It slowly increases distance and amount of sprints and speed. But we're talking about that very deconditioned person, someone who hasn't been exercising at all in their life or hasn't for many years, maybe overweight. Interval training for you might well be, once warmed up, covering a certain distance, walking faster than you have been walking, as fast as you can, and then doing your recovery of a slower walk. And then at some point in time, it might turn into jogging a certain distance, then recovering with a walk. You see, we've taken a very aggressive program and the concepts and the structure and adapted to you and your fitness level. And that's probably the bigger point of this, whether you have an interest in following some kind of military theme program, or there's some other program that maybe you looked at, or some book that caught your attention, but you're thinking, oh, I can't do that, it's too much for me. Take this idea, go look at the program, and then plug in the version that you can do. Or it might just be that you do the exact same workout, you just do a little less reps, less cycles, or you're doing it like in here they do, pyramid workouts. You don't go to level 10. Maybe you can make it to level 5. That's where you start, that's what you work on. And maybe in that pyramid you're doing modified push-ups and body rows instead of regular push-ups and pull-ups. And that's really the main idea. So again, one book, should you choose to for convenience. It's not a big investment. Again, we're not much over $100 for a jungle gym in a doorway pull-up bar. You're set. In truth, you're set for life. So stay tuned for part 2, as we're going to look at another book. I'm Sergeant Fitness, and I'm out.